Hey, plants, miscellaneous goats, plants, goldfishes, of everything. Welcome to Vimato Studios Reviews. I don't know, I'm just waiting for some random background noises to happen. And this is a review of a newly outcome BIONICLE set. It is called Mask Maker, aka Akimbo versus Skull Grinder. Very, very efficient name. Well, this is from the summer wave of the BIONICLE 2015 series, featuring now the Mask Maker, aka Akimbo, and I cannot say Skull Grinder. The proposed right now great villain of the series, probably not the mastermind of everything. I have not watched the new episodes, god dang it. And also the most it was wrong, sorry. I guess this is, yeah, the Mask of Creation. Finally we get a glimpse. That's so bad. Oh my, oh no. Oh, very professional, you know. Yeah, I've not done any of this anytime, at any time, any moment. We finally, all you BIONICLE fans, you know that everyone wants this to happen. In a while. I mean, it first made its appearance in like 2006. It's one of the three legendary masks of Light, Life, and now Creation. And we all wondered, oh, I don't know his name. Arzarka. You know what? I'll look it up. Okay, sorry for that. So, the Mask of Creation was worn by a guy called Artaka, and then was worn by, no, what am I talking about? But of course the most known characters we fictionized with this mask is of course Karzani, Artaka's brother. Completely forgot. Karzani, I'm so good at this, right? Well, now that was 2006-07 during the Anaikamari. Now we finally have it here in 2015. Boy, it's been a long way. I've gotten, oh Jesus, so annoyed by no image on BIONICLE Wikis, but finally now we have it here. I'm proud to present the Mask of Creation himself, yeah. But now let's talk about the set. It features Mask Maker, the Mask of Creation, and then the Skull Grinder. Now the Mask Maker is of course mostly known as Akimu, and now he wears a Warhammer, which was greatly anticipated because the original weapon of Artaka was actually a Warhammer. So Artaka, my man, or is that you? And then of course we have the Skull Grinder. Yeah, it doesn't have to have any really relation to Karzani as we know it, because Karzani was released as a set. But now let's dig into the box. Okay, so here we have the front side of the box. Here you can see Mask Maker versus Skull Grinder, and here you see very great effects. Number 70795, recommended for 8 to 14, so I'm just in a pinch to be within recommended age. I'm 14, yeah. Well, as you can see, this little scenery here is greatly inspired by this scenery right here. But, you know, meh. Here we have some a greater close-up at Ikimu Skull Grinder. Here we have that, right, this pot, you can, well, recognize it with the Takoro mask making, well, station, we say, or just facility. So it's greatly resemblant. You can see the pattern is, well, you can see on the pattern it's actually right there. I don't know. Focus, camera, come out. Right here. This is the same. Well, it symbolizes this mask right here. And if I can take it off without any trouble, here you will see quite a resemblance. I'll lay that to the side right now. Let's look at the side of the box. Pretty much basic Lego 70795. Here it says, oh, warning, choking hazard, small parts, not for age 0 to 3. There we have some advertisement for Lego Club. Now the back, it's pretty interesting. I really find it interesting. We had here the mask without its podium. We have Ikimu showing off that he can move his right hand, as well as Skull Grinder being able to move his right hand with staff. Actually being able to move both hands, sorry. Both the staff and the sword. And we have also the popping mechanism. And the... I love this mechanism right here that you can just turn. I absolutely love it. I will use it for myself, mock, definitely. Here we have also that Skull Grinder staff can actually grab masks, and that is pretty interesting. A bit like Hero Factory's Core Hunter, I believe. Never really cared too much about Hero Factory. If you mix 70794, sorry, I don't recall the names. Skull something, we'll call it Stinger. Yeah, Stinger, my man. With 70795, which is this set, Ikimu plus Skull Grinder versus, and you get this combination model. I always like the combination models. Lego.com/bionicle/bi by, and here you have also Ikimu's Ikimu's I'm looking for mechanism. Turn as well, rotate, and you can rotate his hammer and it'll pop out little studs. Here we have also this little saga thing, and I've always really liked the saga of Bionicle. Just little comic here on the back side. Sorry. You can see Skull the Grinder here has finally got his mask. Woohoo! And then he grabs it out of the pot, lava pot. But Ikimu, or Mask Maker, isn't really happy with that and just slams it out of his stuff, puts it on himself, and then becomes just God mode. Yeah. On the side here we have Bionicle Lego 70795, and here again Mask Maker versus Skull Grinder, and here we have Senior again, Bionicle, and just bunch of barcode, bunch of information with components made in Denmark, Hungary, Mexico, and Czech Republic. Thank you. If you wonder where I got this set, because it's not actually released worldwide yet. I actually got this in Hamburg, in Germany, a while ago, maybe 3 weeks. I was on my way to the train station. I had been around a great trip. I was just so glad to finally come home to Sweden, because it was, oh no, just hot period, and summer bad memories somewhere. At least now, let's not change topic. And my train wasn't departing in 6 hours. I was so I decided, you know what, Mom, Dad, let's go to the Lego store here. And they were like, Rasmus, I am your father, let's go. That's exactly what I said. I am your father, let's go. So we went on and we found a Lego shop in 5 minutes. And I saw this, and another set, Skull Slicer, will come up soon. I saw the set and I was like, Mom, Dad, I know it's expensive, but can I please get it? Son, you're allowed to buy it. And I just bought it. That took just, I don't know, maybe seconds before I grabbed it and this is mine. In the Lego store they actually had like banners. Here is BIONICLE, finally. So, yeah, and BIONICLE was also one of the more popular stops in the Lego store. It was BIONICLE. Jurassic World also made some attention. Architecture as well, and then City also. And not any had bought or just was looking at Ninjago or Chima. It's completely just, it's not popular anymore. Everybody wants Bionicles. What do you think, Lego? Get your grades up. But now we will look into the Bionicles separately. And we will start off with the mask itself, the Mask of Creation. First, take a look at this podium. It's pretty well, I guess. Attaching the mask can be done in several different ways. You can put it like this. I don't like it, so I just put it, stand. I just put it right here, and it in my opinion it just works good. Bam, you can meh. Well, it's not the best podium, but I guess it looks nice. Now let's just throw it away. Here we have Mask of Creation. Kanohi. I don't think it actually has a name. It's just called the Mask of Creation. Sorry. Here we have the mask itself. Oh my god, come on! Yeah, we have engravings. The really nice pattern here. You can hear. Also, it looks like a crown. I'm a king. Knight's Kingdom, you know. Double sides here. Let's see. Yeah, here on the front as well we have the pattern. Not on these two though. Also the patterns are down here, here, and here. And as you know, all Bionicle masks have one little dot everywhere, or not everywhere. In any mask, they have this little dot right here. Everywhere they have. Can you focus this? Yes, you can. This little dot here. And it attaches as a normal mask. Just pop it on to the head. It's really odd. I think that it's kind of very frontal, if you understand what I mean. Many masks are covering, like the older masks, the Gen 1 masks, always covered the head very well. This mask doesn't. Some 2015 masks have also done it. For example, Lewis and Tahu's, but Kopaka and Onu as well has not been very. It doesn't look really. It doesn't look really that efficient. If you understand what I mean. Professional. what I mean, professional. But this is the mask itself. It attaches, it's pretty much meant to attach to a body, figure like this. Pop. Hey, doesn't look too bad, right? Huh? Not too bad. And here we have Ikimu, mask maker himself. Now, he works sort of like a, well, protector. For me it's just Turaga / Matoran, but protector. Kind of the same build, although this little gearbox right here, as seen with the Towas, you can do it by rotating the arm like this. Nice, nice, love it. And also the popping mechanism works, although it's stopped by the gearbox, pretty annoying, but perfect shot. That didn't reach it. A really nice mask though. Blue and gold has always been great together. But I prefer green and gold, but blue and gold looks really nice, the color scheme. If you take this off, you can see how it's built. Here, it's just a mini Hero Factory body here. You may see. Here you go. There. I'll give you a 360 view first of this. We have the shield, the new armor piece, translucent / transparent blue, looks really good. Here again, the shield rotates both directions. It's a really odd pattern on this one as well. You can see it's a fairly wounded pattern. I guess you can say it wound, like a spider web, but more ancient. Yeah, ancient stuff. It rotates. See this mechanism? Not very complicated. I have loosened it a bit here. You can see there's a little gap because it just spins much better that way. These armor pieces attach like the Hero Factory way, just snap on. As well as the hammer here. It's a very good build, a very good use of this part right here. I don't know if you can see it in this light. Very great. Very good. You can rotate this and you can... It's really one of LEGO's most powerful launchers. I think the BIONICLE Fantocca launcher may be a little bit more powerful, but this still is greatly powerful. I actually lost a stud because of this little monster right here. There's not very much to say. The gears work really well, and it is really stable thanks to 3 gears now. And this one just has a filler in, just stable. This BIONICLE, look at the feet. This is really poseable, as you can see. Can be posed in many ways. Yeah. But what I don't like is the really miniature, these little pieces, so small. Upper legs, I mean, the upper legs are almost as long as the lower legs, really, in reality. So why didn't they just, well, it's a bit chubby, but, you know, he looks really great. I mean, the chubby works well on him, just to be a little bit, yeah. Overall, I think it looks really complete, and that's what's important to me. Looks extremely complete, extremely good gear system. I'll definitely try some inspiration from that to transfer it to my self-mock. I'm pretty mind blown. No. Wait, no, not mind blown like I was with Liwa. This is, well, it's fair. It's good. Let's look at Skull Grinder now. Now, Skull Grinder is a really good example of what happens when you put too much weight on the other hand, but not. Oh, that went so wrong. I'm so sorry. When you put too much weight on one hand and then almost none on the other, and then you have them connected by a gear system. Nah. That doesn't really work. As you can see, it's stable right now, but as soon as, great example, you know, as soon as you do something, a pose with it that's not really that right, it will just go by itself, really. This little stuff right here, it just pulls this right side arm, so just right in, pulls it down. I'm sorry, my man. I didn't mean it. Shh. Well, because of that, it's really hard to pose, and this sort of thing is not really that necessary. You know what I mean? It's just add-on, I guess. This is meant to be as a skull, as a skeleton. You know, skull, skeleton. Start focus. And they actually made that really accurate with these pieces here. But Lego, please, have you not learned everything and anything from Hero Factory? Do not make upper legs skinny compared to lower, especially not this skinny. I mean, it looks fine, I guess. You know what I mean? As a skeleton, but I mean, no, it doesn't. You got these add-on pieces right here, and also this piece under. This piece right here is so good. I mean, finally, the mocking abilities are so great. It's connected like this, just a simple torso, but it's that they place the gearbox so high that makes it so tall. The gearbox is, I mean, this is what I mean. It just heavy. See what I mean? See what I mean, guys? See what I mean? This is just, no. Well, you can see how this armor, compared to the, here, you can just put it on right here. The gearbox is it's for double hands, so you use 3 black, well, what should we call them? It's like a gear, four-armed gear, damn. And then a yellow one. Yellow does stick out, of course, but meh, I don't really feel too meh. Also this, it's kind of hollow, but it makes sense. It's a skeleton. Also, what's the problem with Hero Factory? Way too skinny on the backside. Also, this foot or feet look pretty good actually. I like them. They're wide, also a little bit on the back here. You'll get a great balance. There you see that staff. Now let's get to the staff. Very interesting staff here. It looks way too big for really for this guy, but it really isn't when you realize the great functioning of just putting a mask there. And it's almost stuck. You'll really have to. Things bounce off really easily today, don't they? Well, this just this how it works, it's just really good. I like that better than Core Hunter from Hero Factory, because it's almost impossible to actually remove a core since there's so much. Here you can just and it is so easy. You don't need any power at all. So the end looks really well with the color scheme. You know, it's actually whatever. So I personally I really like this stuff, and also the core here looks a little bit flaming. It's really fine, really good. The neck here moves like this. Pretty okay. I mean, you can, especially for a villain that isn't really supposed to be that human, it's really fine. You can just... Vulture! An interesting thing this set adds is the horns, or... yeah. You can turn them really whatever way you want. I prefer it this way. Just a little there. See, it's this is what I mean. It's hard to do reviews with. Damn it, Lego! I'll have to put it down. They attach. You see, there is an axle right through its head. Keeps the whole head together. Also, popping mechanism works fine. Really interesting thing is also the mask. You know, I'll just keep it like that. Very detailed in a very great way. I really like the... I really like the way it just fits the character. It's also very different from what we know by the protectors. It's a really small mask, and it really looks like a skull. That's the point. It really looks like a skull. Now, this little fella here, he can also wear the... there you go. He can also wear the Mask of Creation, just like that. Evil! Completely evil. Chest piece. Now going a little bit down the body. I never really liked printed chest pieces, but they honestly, they look fine. It looks good. And now let's give the all long awaited. It is the 3D. Get fooled. It isn't 3D. It's 360. Damn. I just did it because it gives me time to grab all the pieces, you know. The 3D view of the skull grinder. What I think of a name, it's really, it's odd, but I mean, BIONICLE or Lego has been trying to really do efficient names, or like really universal names. Really, no real character to the names except for the Toas, but there's Skull Basher, Skull Slicer, Skull Grinder. Isn't really. I personally don't like it, but I don't dislike it either. It's just a meh. So now let's go on to just general opinions. And now we're to the end of the video to just round it up. Now, what do I have to say? I honestly really like just the set in general. It looks good. Great use of colors. Honestly, I really think it's not that expensive, and that makes it kind of special, because you get a smaller protector and then a big skull villain, and for me that's just it's actually really good. I find it completely fine to pay £30 for this. It's just not very much at all. I mean, £30, that's fine. I can pay it for this. Because here in Sweden, the regular sets, or the towers, actually cost £25. And then the protectors are like 15, I think, 15. And that together is £40. I mean, that is a lot to pay. But here you get really much. You get really good quality, really good set for a really low amount of money. You save really much. And also you get great set, you get the mask creation. Hello! Who doesn't want it? I mean, come on. Really. I mean, the skull villains also give off really good features, but I mean, this is really good. I applause. Now, parts wise, no. Let's not get to parts, because I have one last thing that I have to say. This is a great idea, making a small protector fight one of the biggest or largest villains. That's great. I mean, we've seen in the story that just the protectors fight off the skull spiders and mostly lose. Yeah, but this guy is just like, it gives a feeling that this guy, Ikimu or Mask Maker, is really powerful. He might not win the battle, but he's really powerful to be able to take on just Skull Grinder. It's really good. I would have loved, though, because with the new Skull villains, they're fine, and they give off, they fight every single Toa. They give you a recolor of each Toa's masks, except for Tahu's and Gali's. Those masks are not included in any set so far. And what does that mean? Because the instructions, I'm gonna show you the instructions, because the instructions are actually really interesting. They're one of the most interesting parts of this set. I was actually meant to show you the instructions from the beginning, but decided to just... Yeah, I stacked them together. What's wrong with that? What's wrong? This is just a waste of your time. I'm sorry you sirs watching this. It's just that I want to bring you the instructions. Here, instructions. They made it really effectively. Just one. You get story here. You have to build. Basic. Yeah. And soon, now here comes the interesting. You can see Tahu and Ikimu, Mask Maker, fight off against Skull Grinder. Yeah, doesn't that trigger any clockworks? And then of course this, I mean, and here you go. They give you recoloring infected masks, amazing, oh I love them. But really? No Gali or Tahu? Something is up. Do you believe in hashtag just like they did in 2003? Instead of just giving out a new generation of Toas. No, they gave you a movie and they gave you 3 titans. Makuta, Takua and Denjala and Gakko. Gakko. Well, Takua and Puku. Does this mean that this year they're gonna do that again? Because I don't feel famished without recoloring of the masks. I want them. Yeah? You don't want them? The Gali and Tahu? Does this mean that a future set will include them? I really hope so. And then, of course, the metros. Damn. Now, parts-wise of this set, you get so good parts. The masks are really good. Just say it now. The masks are really good, but you can get this in a recolor, or maybe even the same color. I don't remember everything. I can watch it. I mean, yeah, 70791. I don't remember the name. The one who fights Kopaka. He looks to have similar skull. Pretty. I don't know if it's the same color though. Yeah. But this you can also get in recolor. This mask you cannot get anyway, and that's pretty much the reason you want to buy this set, because the Mask of Creation, everyone's just dream come true, except for I would so want a just make Leewa's infected mask. Make that with the original mirror. That's my dream. With gold and green mixed together, that's my dream. But really, it's really good. And also these two parts are also very good. I don't think they've actually come in that color, so I'm pretty happy with them. Now the parts are really well for mocking. These armor pieces here, this shield, and also these little spikes there, they are really good for mocking. I mean, as well as the skull body. Oh yeah, I see every single armor piece being used in some mock. The feet are great. I mean, it's really good parts. I mean, you don't get a recolor of a golden mask. I'm fine with that. I'm fine. But this is good. I hear someone coming down the stairs. Sorry for that. That was just, yeah. But all in all, well, it's not very much to say. This set is great. Let's go for the just grade-o-meter. So that's great. Okay, so first we have idea. I would give it a, and if you don't know what system it is, it's from 0% to 100, and I use, it goes like 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then until 90, 95, and 100. If you wonder, yeah, that's the system I'm going to. With the idea, I must say, yeah, with the idea, I must say, I would give it pretty high. I would give it 90%, just because it's a great idea. I mean, just have it little guy fight a big guy. That's great. So 90%. I'm gonna write it up on my phone, just because it is on a calculator. There, I got 90. And next is design. I mean, the design's fine. I mean, especially skull grinders, I have a little bit of problem with, just because it's kind of skinny-ish. But design, I would say 85 maybe. 85 makes somewhat sense to me. Yeah, 85. I'll give it 85, you know. Next up is, what was it? Parts. I mean, the parts are great, from especially from mocking. I mean, I would give it a clean 90 there as well. Next up is I just went color scheme, of course. Color scheme is, well, blue and gold works really well, as well as black, orange-ish, reddish, yeah. It works really fine, so I'll give it an 85. And was there some more? Let me think. Now I got it. Playability, of course. So playability, I think this is great playability. I mean, it's really good posability, and just the fact that it's very themed around this. These two guys fighting over this mask. Oh my god, that is really good concept in my eyes, and also just you can rotate this, you can shoot with it. The gear, the gear function or the gear mechanism is my biggest, is in my opinion the biggest factor in playability, because you can play so much with and of course the popping heads, you can do a lot of things with these. So I'll actually give it 95. I mean, it seems kind of high, but I'm not very. And all in all, now overall the score is at 89%. So I would give it 85% is mostly, it's a B plus, it's almost an A. I mean, if you don't know, 50% is E, 60 D, 70 C, and 80 is B, and 90 to 100 is A. And this is 89, that's B plus. That's really great. I mean, this is a great set. I definitely recommend everyone to buy this, every BIONICLE fan. Heck, even not BIONICLE fan, I will just, you need to buy this. This is amazing. So with those words, I will be out of here, and I'll be giving you more reviews hopefully soon. So I'm gonna get out of here now. Goodbye, miscellaneous goats, plants, goldfishes of everything, and I thank you for your time. Bye.